One of the things that is very clear about this building and about World War II and this attack on Pearl Harbor is that it triggered a sense of unity of purpose across the country. You know, this sense that we put aside all of our differences because there were many, but we come together to fight against tyranny and hatred and oppression. And we are out there to protect and promote freedom. The Ford Island Control Tower is an interesting structure. It was under development at the time. It was being built. Construction began in November of 1941, and it really wasn't complete until May of 1942. So you had scaffolding going up the water tower, and there were things happening within the building, so it was really not that much of a usable space. However, the aerological tower was operational, which is the little structure, the octagon structure that it sits on top of the operations building roof. And there were people in there, and I would imagine that there was tremendous activity that then transpired from the rooftop, because as you know, from that rooftop, you cannot see the harbor. And so that was the purpose, as a matter of fact, of building the upper control tower at that time. And so there was all the smoke, the noise, the aircraft coming overhead. There was just probably a very, very frantic mood within this entire structure.
When I talk to people up in the tower, I do point out that this is really the only battlefield in the United States from World War II. There were ships that were sunk off shore on the east and west coasts. We have a unique opportunity in the top of the tower. We have probably the best audio-visual tools in the country. We get to point to the Kola and Waianae Mountain ranges to talk about the route that the Japanese took in their attacks. We get to look over the edge of the balcony and see where the ships were moored that morning.
We want people to feel the solemnity of the moment, to look down and understand that you are standing above a graveyard. There are tombs in the water surrounding Ford Island. This was the burial site of hundreds of sailors who were trapped. The story is one of great sadness and sacrifice. And then as you're taking the elevator down, what you can say to yourself is, it is also a resounding story of resilience and determination to fight back and to bring the country together. So we've been restoring this building since 2010. Step by step, we worked through. We did the second floor just recently, and we're now finishing. So we're still restoring. Here we are in 2023.
After watching the tower in a state of decay and disrepair, it was hugely exciting when it was finally put back into service and looking so beautiful. It is the best venue here on Ford Island for a real discussion of the battlefield.
This battlefield is significant, and I think historic preservation, wherever it is undertaken, is extremely important, because you build your future based on an understanding of the values and the impact of history. Take the time to come up to the tower. Look outside, look at the harbor, look all around you and get a sense of what happened here. Understand what happened here and try to relate that to your own lives. This is a symbol of America's freedom, Americans' resilience, our determination to respond and to protect our country, our neighbors, and the world. This is freedom's view.